statement. I wanted to ask Mr. Martin, I thought there'd be a Q&A section. I guess the whole thing was...
Okay, listen up, listen up.
But, you know, he mentioned the press, and that we have a very liberal biased press even in Arkansas.
Yeah.
And, you know, I think Donald Trump's presidency and ascendance to presidency is proof that you can take on the media as long as you do it in a direct way. To not mention, well, the media, you know, and we say the media, I mean, Mr. Trump has even gone so far as to say, CNN, you are fake news. And so I think that if some of these state politicians, some of the state folks would stand up and say, you, Arkansas Democrat Gazette, misconstrued what I said, if they started to call them out, then I think that they would have, it's kind of like, they're not really fighting back in a way that, you know, again, I think Donald Trump showed even, you know, every elected official in America how you deal with the press. You take them on directly, and you don't just let them say what they're going to say and then try to, you know, you say, no, you are lying. You know, there's even a term come back in the lexicon now, the Lugenpresse, you know, with the lying press, you know. So I think that some of, you know, I think if you directly call him out, and you know, and I'm a first term, I was a one-term Justice of the Peace in Grant County. I was the first Republican elected since Reconstruction. And you know, I only served one term, and the guy I beat by 5 votes. He lived there 40 years, and I've been there 4. So I think you can do it. It does take a lot of work, and I didn't put as much work in the second time around as I did the first time. Had I done that, he wouldn't have beaten me by 15 votes. But same guy came back and beat me. So hats off to Mr. Danny Bone. But he ran a much more dedicated campaign. But again, you know, I went in and I did vote, and I do understand what he's saying about, you know, as far as, you know, when you go in and you have this agenda and you start voting this way, you're not going to make any friends. Everyone's going to look at you like, oh God, here comes this guy again. He's, you know, oh my gosh, he's just trying to disrupt things and change the way we do things around here. This is the way we do things around here. You know, you need to get with the program. And so I do think that there is a way. I don't think it's as dismal. I know Mr. Martin is really disenchanted right now, and I think he has every right to be. But I do think that there is a way that you can combat the system a little bit better. I don't think, I'm not quite so pessimistic as he is.
Don't you think that part of the reason Donald Trump can stand his ground is because he has his own money?
Exactly.
In other words, I don't know of anybody in the legislature to be real, now, and I don't know all their...
Well, he has social media. He fought them with social media.
I know, but what I'm saying is,
Yeah.
they couldn't...
They have every...
They couldn't threaten him. I know.
Right, I see what you're saying. Right, I agree. And that is...
And we know in this room...
Yeah.
that there were threats of removing someone's living
I believe it.
by a governor, not this one. But,
Right.
in other words, we've been told, and when you think about those kinds of threats,
Right.
that they couldn't threaten him with that. He had enough, you know.
Right.
Anyway, I understand what you're saying.
Right, and I understand what you're saying too. Yeah, I mean, if you've got a business, then yeah, they can, or your family member has a
licensing
business.
and all these agencies that he's
Right.
talking about.
Okay, listen, Janet.
That just reminds